Okay. Team 2.
I'm Cameron.
I'm Joey.
I'm Marina. I'm Emily. We're going to start off with a quick hypothetical. So imagine a situation where you went to a really good interview, the candidate was great, but they went in for a hug instead of a handshake. What do you think about this? Why? It's very awkward, right? It's too, they act too familiar with you, too friendly, and it sets a bad precedent. So the topic we're going to be discussing today is nonverbal communication. Nonverbal communication is, as the phrase suggests, communication without words, and it is very important to know because the majority of our communication is through nonverbal cues. So a part of this importance is understanding a professional versus casual relationship. Your coworker is not necessarily your friend. While you may be friendly, you have a lack of familiarity, and it would be unprofessional to talk about your kids excessively, for example, with a coworker. Some consequences to this would be a lack of respect. And you should know that impressions, no matter when, make a long-term impact. One bout of immaturity could set you back and will be remembered next time there's a promotion or a raise coming up. So these are the main points we will be talking about today: handshake, attitude, eye contact, posture, movement, and facial expressions.
All right, now for the handshake. Handshake is universally understood as a sign of greeting, right? It gives you a good first impression, also gives you a little bit of insight to their personality. If they're going to be strong, if they're going to be confident, if they're going to be nervous, if they're ready for this interview, if they're ready to speak with whomever they're speaking with, right? It's a good insight onto how the person is you're about to communicate is and how their personality is. So now I'm going to give a demonstration of good and bad handshakes. So first we're going to do a bad handshake. So being too aggressive, right? Grabbing, putting down on her hand, pulling on her, right? Not good, shows you're overly aggressive, right? It's kind of off-putting to her probably, right? Not something you want to usually do. Now for a good handshake, you're just going to walk up, look at their hand, then make eye contact. Once you actually get a good grip, shake, you go back. You want a firm grip, but not too strong. You don't want to crush their hand. You're not trying to be too aggressive or soft-footing, right? But you also want to just make it comfortable and relaxing. Should be easy.
All right. So have you ever experienced the situation that, well, your friend come up to you after the presentation and they do thumb up on you, but their face lie? Okay, so you not really know what they mean. The only concern now is not their gesture, but their face. So that's the mistransferring attitude in nonverbal communication. Attitude in nonverbal communication is extremely important. You should always prepare yourself the correct and positive attitude to be ready in reading the other person and react to them. It also makes you both feel comfortable to understand each other and prepare yourself the correct response to the situation. In addition to make you both not feel discreet and so that you are engaging the communication, you should always mirror the other person's body language, such as if they do the high five instead of handshake, just do high five. If they stand up, you stand up. They sit down, you sit down. They lie down. Of course, you not lie down because nobody gonna lie down in the first meeting unless it's something else, right? So be professional, but be mindful. So that's the attitude that we want you to have.
So eye contact. And this is another major aspect in nonverbal communication. And obviously having too much eye contact would make the other person feel uncomfortable. If you're staring at them too much, it makes you seem like hostile or intrusive. And having too little eye contact would obviously make you seem too shifty or nervous. And maintaining that normal gaze or normal amount of eye contact is important in making that good connection. And honestly, not thinking about it too much would help you feel more comfortable with that person. And that will eventually lead you to make that good impression. So posture is a really important but simple thing to be mindful of. You do not want to slouch,
lean or cross your legs, because this puts off the impression that you're maybe not as interested in the conversation, or you may seem lazy.
Movement, right? Fidgeting, touching your face, neck, stuff like that, right? You don't want to be talking to someone if they're sitting here messing with their hands, right? And going like that. It's just a little like, makes them seem kind of nervous and uncomfortable, right? It's kind of hard to talk to them because you feel like everything you're saying is just making them uncomfortable. So, right, try not to fidget, stay calm, put your hands together or put them at your side, whichever you prefer. Just try to be calm, right? Scratching your face, neck a lot, it's really off-putting as well, right? It makes it look like you're maybe even not even interested, right? If you're focused on whatever's on your neck or something, right? Instead of just sitting there and just, calmly talking and communicating. Now, there's also abnormal hand gestures and stuff and such, right? Maybe your thumbs up, okay sign, peace sign, whatever, might not be appropriate for the person you're talking to. Maybe you might be found offensive by them. So a way to avoid this is A, who you're talking to, understand who they are in advance and maybe if they would be offended or not by this. Or the safest option, just don't do any. Just, talk, you can use your hands when you talk, right? But don't make any hand gestures or anything. It's just the safest way. It prevents any awkwardness and insulting possible actions.
So facial expressions also goes along with eye contact, and it's just smile and nod often, not often, well at appropriate times, and don't overdo it. And it's also, this goes along with mirroring the other person's actions. So like she said earlier, if they sit down, you sit down, if they stand up, they smile back, etc. And it's important to stay calm and not be overzealous with your emotions, and overall just feeling comfortable with them and being casual with them, and restrain yourself from showing like anxiety or like people don't even realize that they're frowning. Like just try being more conscious of those types of things, and help you engage in the conversation more and appear more interested as well. And obviously on the left, don't do that. On the right, that's okay.
Just some miscellaneous tips to be aware of. When you're meeting someone for the first time or shaking their hand, you want to stand up and greet them. If your phone goes off, just ignore it completely. Ideally, your phone wouldn't be on at all. And just in general, practice caution. If you don't know if an action is professional or okay to do, don't do it.
So as we see, the nonverbal communication is not only important in business field, but only important in the daily life. The professional combination of them will express yourself to the other person and express your characteristics to them. And it also makes the whole conversation understandable, comfortable, and convenient. So our presentation based on this article. And any questions for us?
All right, time for a Kahoot.
Unfortunately, whoever wins the Kahoot is going to win $5 cash.
So there's no motivation. So go ahead and use your name so we actually know who you are. If you don't use your name, we're not going to give you cash. Go ahead and give you guys 30 seconds to get all in here. Alright, missing anyone? Alright. Is that you? Alright, cool. Here we go. Obviously, you can stand up to shake someone's hand. It's just respectful, common decency. So Luis, taking the lead.
That's just
This bump, obviously, right, now it seems unprofessional, but just go along with what the boss is doing, right? If they want to give you a fist bump, maybe it's a more casual environment, just give them a fist bump back, right? Don't make it awkward going in for a handshake. Jasenia, now you're in the lead. It's not so
It wasn't working for me.
Yes, both ways. All right. Your phone shouldn't even be on in the first place. If you're going into an interview, you know you're not going to want to be interrupted. Turn your phone off before you go in. All right, 4277. And that's the last one. So you can wait for it to time. All right, don't stick your tongue out, don't frown, and don't just seem bored. Seem a little happy. It's excitable. And the winner is Josh. Congratulations. Thank you. Thanks so much.